Big news today, man. Big news. D Hop has been released by the Cardinals. Not traded, released. All right. And there's a lot of speculations on where he's going. Like a lot of talk, a lot of people guessing. Oh, he should go here, he should go there. That's our first in the NFL chat. Soon we put the post out. Hey, he got released. Everybody with their team. Hey, Dallas, hit him up. Hey, Eagles, how are we on the phone right now? So Tomo, where's the best fit for Paulo? Well, I said Paulo because I saw you.
Man,
I see it. I see it in the comments. Sorry,
man, you went to a whole nother sport.
sorry, Tay. He ain't going nowhere, right? All right. Where's D Hop going?
Well, I had to go first. Did I have to go
There's no way
first?
those Paulos.
All right. So you can name a million teams and say D-Hop will be a perfect fit. It's kind of like if KD was a free agent. You can be like, well, if KD go here, it'll look like this. If KD go there, it'll look like this. If D-Hop goes here, it'll potentially look like this. Because I don't care who your number one, number two, number three receiver is. If you want to go no receiver numbers, if you get D-Hop in the building, you know what time it is. He's going to be a valuable asset to any team. So, with that being said, I have 4 or 5 teams. You ready?
You gonna put them in order, or you gonna like?
I'm just naming them.
Oh, is any way you can make it like an order? Because I got some things too.
All right. From best fit to just dreaming.
Okay,
All right.
you know who last. So go ahead.
I'm gonna move because that's a dream. It's a dream. All right. Best fit for me, I'm gonna say this gonna pain me, man. The Ravens. That would be the best fit. That would be the best place for him to go. Second best is the Bills. After that, I want to throw out Oakland. That's a possibility. We got to throw out the Pats, but I don't know how he feel about Mac Jones. And then the last one, we just saying dreaming. Commanders or the Cowboys.
Oh, Commanders. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's you take it away, Joe.
Oh, okay.
We can reconvene after that.
I got you. I got you.
I had to get an AFC North some props, so that hurt.
All right, here are my teams in order where I think he might go. All right. And I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. I have 5 teams. All right. So number one, no, I have 14. Number one. Sorry, this is the bottom. All right. The team that I think he might go to, but it's at least out of this list, the Ravens. The Ravens got Zay Flowers as a rookie. They got Odell Beckham Jr., who's injury prone. I say, he had injuries, and they got Bateman, who also had injuries. But they got Lamar Jackson, who's locked up in his contract. He knows the quarterback ain't changing in the next few years, right? He knows he got a quarterback who works hard, who's a MVP caliber quarterback, and they have a great rushing game with J.K. Dobbins like that. So, and they have a good defense. So, if he goes to the Ravens, they could actually win a Super Bowl instantly. They win a Super Bowl, but
you got too much dip on your chip. Too much dip. You ain't have to say all that.
Yeah, but so that's one reason why I think Ravens be a good destination for him. But I don't think he would go there though. I don't think he would go there. The next stop, LA Chargers. I thought the Chargers be good because Justin Herbert, young rising quarterback. He's like the Luka of football. Every year they think he's an MVP candidate, but you gotta realize Justin Herbert is doing it with an injured Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, who's not really a superstar wide receiver. He's a good one, but not a superstar wide receiver. And he also missed some time last year. And they recently got Kellen Moore, who's a pass-happy offensive coordinator, but a good one. I think he draws some good plays. And I think D-Hop can come right in and be very productive with the Chargers team and become a playoff team. Because don't forget, that Chargers team also have a good defense. They got hurt last year. They had a lot of injuries last year. They got a lot of people coming back. So they could definitely be a dangerous team to make a deep run in the playoffs if they get DeAndre Hopkins. So I got 14, sorry. My next team, where I think he should go, but I don't know if he will. But he's a top two team. But I think this should be number one on the list. But I think it's another team he might go to. The Chiefs. He should go to the Chiefs, Turbo. I mean, if you a free listen, wide receiver, listen up. If you're a free agent, go to the Chiefs. That's it. Go to the Chiefs. If he goes to the Chiefs, he's winning the Super Bowl. He's winning the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. He goes to the Chiefs. He's the number one receiver. But at the same time, you're playing around talented receivers. Kadarius Toney is very talented. He's very talented. You'll be playing with Travis Kelce. So D-Hop would not be getting double if he goes to the Chiefs. And on top of that, you're not getting double. You playing with the ball. Who's throwing you the ball? Patrick Mahomes, and who's scheming it up? Andy Reid. So if I was him, I would definitely go to the Chiefs. But I don't think. I think it's one team he'll go to over the Chiefs. The Bills. The Bills, right? I think he's going to the Bills. And the reason why, because Josh Allen has never won MVP. Josh Allen has never won a Super Bowl. If D-Hop shows up there, he'll be playing alongside Stephon Diggs. So he won't be getting all the attention. And on top of that, he can be that guy that gets Josh Allen over the hump on the MVP trophy, or gets the Bills over the hump to actually make it to the Super Bowl. And he'll get a lot of credit for that.
Stop the cap.
I mean, he will if that happens. So I think that the Bills, I think he's going to the Buffalo. I think he's going to Buffalo.
Okay, one with the Chargers. What you said about J-Mo beat me to it, but I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking. Is yes, Kellen Moore is a good play caller. However, when something works, he stops doing it. That's his downfall. He can scheme up a good offense, but once he see that it works, he just stops. It's like, why would you do that if you clearly see that this works? Like, just keep going back to that. That's one. But the Chargers would be a good fit because of the quarterback. He recently did do an interview with I Am Athlete where he named a few quarterbacks. They also threw out there a quarterback, and he acted like he didn't hear it. So, I mean, I was like, I said, I mean, you could take it two ways. If you're talking trash, you could be like, I mean, they did say Dak name, and he was just like, my connection. I don't know what y'all talking about. Or if you got blind hope, and I'm gonna bleed blue right quick, you could have been like, maybe he don't want to tamper. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna say the name because I might really go there. And then if it happened, you know, that's just me being a blind fan. But outside of that, I agree with you, everything you said about the Ravens. Like, the Ravens would be the perfect fit for him because, one, it's just the culture there. Like, the franchise themselves, outside of what they recently just showed with, Lamar Jackson and how they was like, we want to prove your worth. Other than that blip in the system, the Ravens have been a good culture. Another place we didn't name, though, and Dave isn't here, I just thought about it, is the 49ers.
On a quarterback.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason I really didn't want to bring them up, but that would be another good spot for them if they could figure out who their quarterback's going to be or healthy enough, you know. But yeah, with the Ravens, yeah, you got everything you need there. You kind of got the defense that's up and coming. You have the quarterback, like you said, foundation is there. You know he can win MVPs. You know he can take you there. Hopefully, D-Hop getting there can use the same argument that you said about the Bills. If D-Hop goes to the Ravens, then he can get Lamar Jackson over that hump. Because let's not forget, Lamar Jackson isn't the best player in the playoffs. And I know, Carl, you can come in here with all your injuries and everything that's happened in the game, but record-wise, if we're looking at the numbers, he's 1-2 in the playoffs. So if D-Hop goes there and gets him to another round, I mean, what more could you say? Or should I say, I mean...
Yeah, I like this too. J-Wo said Jaguars. The Jaguars will be a good one because they number one receiver is Christian Kirk. And Christian Kirk is actually better in the slot. So
they got really?
Huh?
They got Calvin Ridley too, right?
I keep forgetting about Calvin Ridley.
Oh, that would be a dangerous core. That's a dangerous 3.
I keep forgetting they got him. He coming back this year.
With Doug E.P.
Jaguars, man. Woo. Yeah. So, and then what really coming back, that'll put Christian Kirk back in the slot where he's at his best years at. Well, he had a great year last year, but the D-Hop would go to the Jaguars. That'd be a good look too. I like that. It all depends on how the money look with them, and that's why I wonder, like, how's the money gonna look with D-Hop? Like, is he just trying to take some to take it not take anything, but is he looking for a contract or is he? I don't know the details of that yet.
That's a
So
good question too, because that could change the landscape too. Because if he's just looking to be like, "Hey, I'm on a 1 year deal. I'll take like
yeah,
6 mil for 1 year, incentive base. I just want to play football." That really changes the landscape because now everyone
mhm.
may pick up the phone. So you say 6 mil, Jerry, you better make the call.
And then come on, y'all. I got football knowledge. I'm just and then also yeah, D Hop when they go to Miami, he I know it's a joke, but Miami it's just a Tua situation. I don't think he would go to Miami. If Tua was completely healthy, he would definitely consider Miami. Right,
Well,
with Mike McDaniel was the offensive coordinator, Commanders. Now the fact that we have Sam Howell as a quarterback who nobody knows for real, I don't think he'll come to us. I don't think he'll come to. I think a good destination you mentioned them. You said Mac Jones, Patriots. I think Patriots would be a good destination for D Hop. Hey Tom, did you say 6 mil? That's JMO's like JMO's 6 mil. That's like his little name. All right, but I think the Patriots would be a good destination for him because he would be. That's what they need, and he getting coached by Belichick. They're always in the playoff hunt, and D Hop. I think this year they will make the playoffs, even though their division is loaded. But that's the Patriots for you. But you bring D Hop there, then it's like, you gave Mac Jones that guy that target he needs when all is wrong. I got D Hop right there, So, and he'll be leaking back up with Bill O'Brien. But I don't know the details of
of that situation.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I know Bill O'Brien let him go, but was he forced like or that was him,
So
So
I mean, we got a little time. Hopefully we got a little time. But I think with that situation, I think Bill O'Brien was looking out for him. 'Cause remember, the Texans' culture was just crumbling.
terrible.
Like after the owner said that made that comment about the prisoners running the asylum, like it was just crumbling after that. And I think he did that to say, "Hey man, you're a good guy." Because look at the deal. I think he traded him for like a third or second,
And
third, fourth pick. He just
and the
basically gave
running
him
back that was
away.
hurt, I forgot his name.
Arian Foster.
Nah, it wasn't Foster. It was I forgot his name, but he was always hurt. I can't think of his name right now.
Hmm.
But he's a running back though.
But yeah.
And and again a Domino's pizza too for the
Yeah,
trade.
I mean, I don't think they gave him a pizza. They probably got him some cheese sticks at this point. That's how sweet the deal was. Everybody was like, "You
Without the
should,
sauce.
yeah." And again, yet again, being a Cowboys fan, you looking to say, "Well, the Raiders gave up Amari Cooper for all this, and you turn around and then they just give up D Hop for some cheese sticks, no sauce." Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, no
And
soda
now
neither.
and I think he had a Pepsi when he walked out.
Okay, I can see
But
that.
D Hop to the Cowboys. All right. Now I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a good move. The only thing about Dallas, I don't know, man. Like,
What you don't know? Come on,
y'all
what you
got
don't
rid
know?
of Kellen Moore, so that was y'all biggest issue is play calling
There
timing.
we go, Matt
Like,
Forte. That's his name.
nah, it was Matt Forte. It was somebody else. Can somebody look
Sheesh.
it up? Who did D Hop get traded for? It was a running back
From the Cardinals.
that what's his name? He had one good year and he was injury prone after that. And he's more like a gadget back. I can't think of his name. But can't think of his name right now. But
David Johnson. Johnson traded to the Cardinals for David
David
Johnson.
Johnson?
Yep, that was it. David Johnson.
Okay. David Johnson, there you go. All right, there we go. All right, David Johnson. So I thought it was somebody else, but anyways. But yeah, I like you look at it would be him, CD Lamb, you still got T.Y. Hill on the roster. You got your
Yep.
boy Cook, Brandon Cooks on the roster. So that would be actually legit. He playing alongside CD Lamb, and CD Lamb you can move him anywhere. Like he'll play in the slot, all that stuff. So Carrot told us that, and you got Tony Pollard. See Tony Pollard's situation, he'll be out like the first 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks.
They slowly bringing him back for training camp.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh, snap.
we'll
Okay,
see.
cool. So now the question mark is Mike McCarthy because he's taking over the plays, and but he did win a Super Bowl, right? Calling plays. So I think that would be a good move for y'all. It's just that it's Dallas, like no
Nah, it's
joke.
cool.
Like, it's Dallas, and y'all have a history of falling, like being risen and falling. But money wise, that'd be a good destination for them because you got no state income tax. you get all the publicity, you get all the looks, everybody's watching y'all. And then if you just have if you have a great season as a Cowboy, you're gonna be considered probably the best receiver in the league. Like that's how it is at the Cowboy because you get all the looks.
That is
So
true.
I actually think that'd be a good move for him. This
Now,
don't be
since we're doing a lot of praising here, because you said something about Sam Howell, right? You said something about Sam Howell, but you brought up the Chiefs, and you talking about the greatest quarterback in the league right now. Some would say he's the greatest quarterback of all times. I know my man at work because he ain't in the comments yet, but he'll agree with me when I say that part.
okay.
Most people would say Andy Reid wasn't the one scheming up the plays, right? He was doing the play calling, but who was scheming up them plays? Eric
Mm-hmm.
Bieniemy. Where's Eric Bieniemy at? If you
Commander.
if who got what jersey you got on right now? You team up D Hop with a young Terry. No matter what you say, what you don't know about Sam Howell, you can see a lot in that progression there because now he has literally two number one receivers to throw to. You
Oh,
also
he
got
already got that.
okay.
Go ahead, go ahead. You talking?
Not the cap.
Then you got Jahan Dotson, who you can move around. You could probably play slot. I don't know. Maybe you want to put Terry in the slot. You can put D Hop is one of them wide receivers that can go anywhere. Why you think CeeDee Lamb say that's his favorite receiver? Because you could put D Hop in anywhere on the field and he'll make a play. So that's why even us just drawing up this list and having this conversation is going to draw a lot of comments because it's like he can literally go anywhere. He's been playing with bum quarterbacks before Deshaun Watson. Then Watson got there, and then whenever Watson was hurt, who was his backups? So you kind of got to look at D-Watt as like Brandon Cooks. He played with some good quarterbacks, but he also played with some bum quarterbacks, but he still got his yards. So
yeah, like see, you know, I don't want to sound crazy, but we don't need D Hop. Like, I'll take D Hop, but I don't think he's not a need. I think our bigger need is like we just lost one of our tight ends. I think we need a solidified good tight end. I like the tight ends we got, but and it's other areas that we can address. Now, if D Hop wants to come
the
here,
Giants, I just thought about that.
the Giants will be a great
There you go.
place for him.
I just thought about that. Yep, because I was thinking about the NFC East, and technically none of us really need another wide receiver, but the Giants do.
The Giants be good. That would be a great. They just got Darren Waller too.
Yeah,
That would be it. They got Saquon Barkley. Oh man, that would be a good destination. That's actually good. I thought that when Daniel Jones went out and torched the Vikings, that people was gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna go play with New York. I thought that like New York was gonna go out their way to give him a receiver, but they didn't. The Steelers, nah, man, come on now, he ain't gonna. He not playing. Nah. I don't see D Hop this late in his career trying to go to a rookie like a young QB. That's why I
that's why
wasn't
you
big on
don't.
Sam Howell.
Yeah, you're not big on Sam Howell. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm big on Sam Howell, but
I'm talking
he's a
about with bringing D Hop in.
yeah. Like he's not gonna play. I want to go play with Sam Howell. So that's the only thing. Joe, y'all should get Mike. He got signed by the Patriots. Yeah, Kaseki got signed with the Patriots. So
Man,
yeah,
this football season about to be insane.
D Hop ain't trying to go play with Danger. Nah, I got you, J-Mo, but they were a playoff team that shit. They got a great defense. They got great defense, great playoff team. They went and got Darren Waller, all right. And then they got Saquon Barkley still. They got a great offensive minded coach.
Defense
So
is serious.
NFC East, man, the defense is wild. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, if you don't have an offensive line going up against the NFC East at this point, bro, you might as well just go night.
And the Giants are the only one who don't got receivers. Like everybody in the NFC East got receivers and defense. And then the Giants don't got that. They got a tight end, but but he always that's another thing. DeAndre Hopkins last few years has been hurt. He's been in and out the lineup. Like when with the Cardinals, he got hurt with alongside Kyler Murray. And last year he got hurt. So
also the suspension thing too. Remember with the steroids that threw
that's what happened. He didn't get hurt.
Yeah, the steroids. Yeah, that's what that was. Yep.
Yeah, and then speaking of the suspension, this dude Devontae Adams, like, gotta go to court.
For what?
For shoving the cameraman. Remember? It's all.
I thought he let that go.
Nah, he did not.
Oh, he got settled. Go ahead, just settle, man.
Yeah, okay. I thought I had news about DeAndre Hopkins. It's the Cardinals thinking him.
Nah,
Oh, he think
it's
it
gonna be a minute. I think it's gonna be a minute before that news comes across. But again, make sure y'all join these chats because we're gonna have the update before Adam Schefter could even hit send on a tweet. You know,
Yeah, yeah. They got him in the cowboy jersey on Twitter.
you know that's so. I want all my real Cowboy fans. I want y'all to notice this now, right? And make sure y'all pick up on this. And everybody in the Refuse to Lose network, just remember I said this: when a player wants to get traded or they don't like their situation, they're always going to bring up Dallas. One reason, what 2 reasons? One, you have the blind fans that's gonna be like, yeah, let's go get them. And two, well, I'm gonna say this is more so number one, because the media, they're gonna run with it and they just gonna have if you ain't got nothing to talk about on your sports show, just make sure if a player says anything about Dallas, you got at least 2 topics right there. Would D Hop be a good fit for the Cowboys? And then the next blog it'll say, how would D Hop help Dak improve as a quarterback?
Mm.
And make sure y'all pay me when y'all drop those 2 because I
Ah,
gave y'all 2 subjects right there. But yeah, it
and
happens every time.
Dallas is another good destination because, like, I don't know if this is true, but I think receivers would like to go somewhere where they're good cornerbacks. You know, because like that's how you get challenged every day in practice. Like y'all got Stephon Gilmore and Trayvon Diggs. You know what I mean? So if he go there, that's bump every day. You know, like AJ Brown going to Philly, got Slay and Bradbury. So
They don't really
that
much help
that's
him
something
though.
I just threw out there. I never talked to the receiver that said that. You know, I never heard nobody say that,
I can
but
see it though. It makes sense.
you know, yeah, y'all are a good destination. I will say that. It's just that y'all are dollars.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
y'all
they'll find a way
y'all
to mess it
loud.
up.
Dak probably already campaigning for him like I could how y'all did with Odell Tomo, it was ridiculous, man. Like
Now, see, Joe, we got in the show, but Dak won't do it until those 2 young pups do it. And I'm so glad we got Michael Parsons and Trayvon Diggs because no Cowboy ever recruited a player. Like,
I got you, yeah.
I'm just glad they actually asking for players now because
Mm-hmm.
for a long time they would just sit back and wait for Jerry to do something and we would do nothing.
Yeah. See, you right, J Mo, but like you said, Tua gotta keep his head in the game, no pun intended. Gotta keep his head for real. Like
I
he
mean, he
gotta
gained
stay
weight,
healthy.
so
I mean, what they gotta do with the crushing? Like,
he might fall better because it's really how he fall.
it is though. It's always like boom, boom. You know, it's
Yeah,
always like every time. So it's not like he getting hit in his head. He literally falls and like in his
yeah.
head bangs the ground every time. All right. Yeah, that's nervy. It's nervy about Human Night contest, man.
Man, D Hall ain't here, man. He ain't here. That's a
That was
moment.
embarrassing. That was the most embarrassing moment in like ever seen like in football history.
You know what's more embarrassing is I don't know if you all seen it, but look it up on YouTube. He went on Undisputed and broke down that play.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button, no matter what you're listening to or watching it. Hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.